Welcome to Stager Savvy, insider secrets to stage your home and sell it for more. My name is Stephanie. This is the podcast where we bring you the latest tips, tricks, and expert insights from the world of professional staging. And I'm joined by my friend and fellow staging expert, Kandice.
Hi, everyone. We may be competitors in the Denver market, but we believe in abundance and collaboration over competition, and we're here to share our collective knowledge with you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn from the experts. This is Stager Savvy.
Hey everybody, Stephanie here. Today's episode is a special one. Kandice and I were able to collaborate on a staging project in the Denver market. So today we're going to talk about all of the things that go into a vacant stage, why Kandice chose the furniture and accessories that she did, sort of how it all came together, why we placed furniture in certain places. We'll talk about all of those things. So we've got before and afters, lots of great information. This is going to be a good one. And if you are listening to the podcast, this might actually be a good one to go watch on YouTube because there's going to be a lot of visuals. So welcome in, check it out. I think you're going to love this one. We were super excited to be able to be in the same place to record this. So it's a good one. Stay tuned. Enjoy. Okay, let's talk curb appeal. Welcome to this beautiful home on Delaware Street in Inglewood, Colorado. When I first came a while ago, we talked about how to make the outside look better, right? The MLS pictures are what draw people to the home, but once they pull up to the curb, they have to want to come inside, right? So we want the outside to look fabulous as well. Fresh mulch goes a long way in freshening things up. Most cases, we like to recommend black mulch, but in this case, it worked with the color of the fence, the green of the home. It just really, it looks great. They also painted or did new siding. I can't remember. I think it's new siding, but they freshened up the outside completely. They painted the front door. They did a lot of work outside to really make this home look fresh and brand new.
Hello there.
Hello.
Come on into this beautiful house that we staged. Come on in, Stephanie, and let's share about this beautiful property on Delaware.
I'm excited to talk about this one. It's been a project, right?
It has. This couple have been working on this property for months, and it started with Stephanie.
It did. It started as a occupied staging consultation. I came in, the sellers were packing up and moving out. And I think at the time, I think they knew it was probably going to be vacant when we actually staged it, because we talked about working together even way back at the very beginning.
That's true.
But I think they were thinking there might be some stuff, like there might be a bed and there might be a couch, and they weren't really sure sort of how that was going to look. So I came in for that occupied consultation and told them, hey, if this stays, this is what should stay. These are the things that we need to work with to use what you have to make it presentable and appealing to the buyers. And they also had a lot of questions about how to make it look better. Like they knew they needed to do a few updates. They were definitely going to paint, so I was able to recommend the paint color and the trim color, inside and outside, actually.
Which is beautiful and nice and soft and neutral. So
Turned
great
out,
job.
Thank you. It turned out really nice. And they also, we talked about like what updates would get the best ROI, how much work to do in the kitchen, things like that. And it sort of snowballed from there. They ended up doing way more renovations. It's really a full remodel.
Right.
So it took a lot longer than they anticipated. We were finally, that was like last September when I first came. And then we were able to come back, I think it was the end of January.
Yep.
And it was vacant. All the renovations were done. So it was this brand new, beautiful space. And so we got to come in and see
Work
it
together.
vacant so that Kandice was able to choose furniture and figure out what we needed to do from there. So let's walk through that process. Like when you come into a vacant home, like what's that first step look like for you?
Well, first I have to feel the home and walk through it and look at the features of the home. We'll show you in a few minutes this beautiful archway right here. This is a 1950s house in Old Inglewood, and so we wanted to keep the charm of the old house, but also bring it up into 2024. So I picked things that I thought would work for younger people. This is probably a starter home. And once I found the art, I'm not sure if you can see it right now, but we're gonna turn the camera in a minute. Once I found the art and the rug, it all just came together. So we're going to take a few minutes and walk through the different spaces and talk to you about the choices that we made and why it works. It did sell the very first weekend. They had multiple offers over asking. So we were very happy that our teamwork made the dream work for them.
Yeah. Gary Bradler is a listing agent on this one, and he did a great job of marketing it and getting the people in here. He has a great photographer. Ryan Shorney is the photographer.
Lux Home Photos.
Yes.
And he did an amazing job of photographing it as well.
He did, and we'll have some before and afters later on too, so you can kind of see everything. But it was a great team that pulled this whole house together to really make buyers be able to envision themselves living here, right? That's what it's all about. So
now we're going to have to destage it shortly after this podcast, which is never fun, but it's always exciting, and we're always happy for our clients when they sell for more than their asking price.
Right. It's always the goal. Sell for more, sell as fast as possible, and that happened with this one. So, all right, let's take a look at this living room and talk about sort of how it came together and why the furniture is arranged the way it is, and sort of all of those things that went into making this that first impression, because this is the room that we walk into
absolutely
when you first come into the space.
And this is the room that the buyers see first, and we really wanted this nice open feeling in here so that it felt large. We put the couch on this wall over here so that as the buyers walked in, they saw this instantly.
Yeah.
We didn't overcrowd with too many things in here because less is more in staging, and we wanted it to feel big and roomy. So once we found the art that just turned out beautiful, which came from Ross, by the way.
Candice found the art and was like, this is the inspiration for the room. She was so excited.
Shop anywhere we can.
Yeah.
And so that was the colors that we went with and started to pull from. And Stephanie's going to kind of show you around a little bit.
Picture. Let's take a look at the art. There it is.
Very cute.
Colorful.
Yep.
Beautiful, and it matches this sofa so well.
And we chose this kind of a mid-century modern sofa to go with the style of the home. It's also a smaller sofa so that it didn't overwhelm the space. Smaller tables as well, light colored, all contribute to a sense of it being large, even though it's a small space.
Yes.
Good. So we love this little section over here. We set this small chair with a little table. There's even a mug next to it, really to capture some buyers' emotions. We brought in this gold lamp, which is also highlighted in those photos or those pieces of art over there with the gold, so that it all kind of connects. We even connected with the pillow over on the couch. And it turned out really cute.
Sure did. Here we go. So here's the whole space. And we've even got a little poof over here in front of the window.
Right.
Looks fantastic.
I love how that rug looks with everything.
And I think there finally, you couldn't really tell before in those pictures, there's some metallic
Yeah.
that really goes with the gold lamp. And I think it's showing up in this shot right here.
Great.
So there you go. Here's our living room. Okay.
So the other thing we did was we brought in this console table and this fabulous mirror. As stagers, we love to stage with a mirror in the right in the entry. So why, Stephanie?
Well, we want the potential buyers to literally see themselves in the home. So a mirror by the front door is always a great idea because
Always.
they walk past and they're seeing themselves and they're like, oh, yay. Plus, you want to be able to come in and know you've got somewhere you can drop your keys. Maybe you put a coat rack back here, you hang your coat, right? So you have what you need the second you walk in the door by having a nice entry table right when you come in.
It's also light colored, which doesn't take up too much visual space. Mirrors always are reflecting all the light around, so those were intentional pieces. And we always like to show people where they're going to hang their TV. In this small little space, there's not a lot of choices on where you're going to watch TV, and so we thought by showing this over here, that would give buyers an idea of where they would put their TV.
Okay, let's check out the kitchen.
Ooh, we should see this arch first.
Oh yeah, check out the arch.
Very nice.
It's a great little house. It really is. Okay, so when I came to this kitchen back in October, September, whenever it was, it had light wood cabinets, it had a black countertops, and it had a dark brown and black, chunky, bricky stone sort of backsplash. So it was very dark feeling in here. So part of the updates that the homeowners made, they brought in all new cabinets, new countertops, new backsplash, of course. And we just wanted to highlight how much counter space there is in here by having something on each section. Instead of it just being, when you just have a very plain white countertop, right? It looks very cold, not very inviting, and you just kind of glance at it and you're like, yeah, wow, it's a kitchen, right? But when you have some intentional items on each section of countertop, it really draws you in and makes you envision how you're going to use the space. So like here, oh my gosh, what a great little coffee bar. This is where I would make my coffee in the morning, right? Who doesn't fall in love with that? Next to the stove, we've got a cutting board and a cookbook and just some things to, show us, oh, here's some great counter space next to the stove where we're going to be cooking our meals, right? So all of these things come together and just make it feel super inviting. A plant always adds life to a space. We've got lots of natural light in here too, so it just feels light, bright, open, airy, which is what buyers want, and it shows off lots of counter space in here.
It's fabulous. So in the dining room, what a nice, big, spacious room this is, and we wanted to highlight it with the number of beautiful windows in here. So we didn't go crazy and set a large table with a lot of place settings on it because we want the buyer's eyes to go out the window and appreciate those fixed assets in this home. So we just put a rug, a glass table always makes a space feel larger. And we were working with the light fixture that they had already chosen. So it all now works together.
Love the wall feature too. It's so great, pulling baskets together. Turned out beautiful.
On the main floor, there are 2 bedrooms. So they're both about the same size. And as stagers, a lot of times you have to work with what's available because it's the busy season right now. There's not a lot of inventory to choose from because stagers have houses out, and so there's not as much inventory to choose from. But in this room, we chose that art because we were going with the kind of a gold theme throughout the house. And we brought in just real neutral bedding with some colorful pillows to bring out the colors in the art. The side tables were not our first choice, but they ended up working out okay because we are working with gold a lot. And so they don't take up a lot of visual space again, so it makes the room feel larger. And it all kind of came together.
Bedroom number 2 on the main floor. It's a kid's room. It's great. This room got a bonus of the little teepee in the corner that Kandice found wrapped up in a rug that she hadn't used in a while, and she thought the teepee was lost. So big bonus. We got to find the teepee. We're like, yay, we're going to put a teepee in a kid's room. We've got a little plant, a little picture, lots of fluffy pillows. Simple. There's lots of space. It appears to be a good sized bedroom. And, it's 2 windows, so lots of natural light in here. It's just a great little space.
I love that picture.
Yes, the ostrich is super fun.
Beautiful new bathroom. So Stephanie, as part of her initial consultation, did recommend some updates in this bathroom. And as you can see, it really looks fresh and new for the buyers. We've got our white subway tile, which makes the shower feel larger. The cute penny tile on the floor, which is super in right now. Just a small wash basin is all you really needed. The only problem Stephanie and I have is that the mirror is hung just a little too low. Stephanie said is half cut off in
For
there.
us tall girls.
Yes.
For most people, it's probably just fine. But it's a great updated space. Beautifully updated.
Now show
bathroom.
yourself.
Oh, show myself. Hello. Oh, you can't tell because you can see my. I can in the. That's what I'm seeing. There we go. Top of my head's cut.
Funny.
Okay, just off the kitchen, we've got the staircase that goes down to the basement.
So at the bottom of this staircase was this kind of strange and unusual spot, and the homeowners really wanted it to show an office space. So I don't know how you feel about office spaces, but we love to stage them, and this one turned out real cute. Just basic place that someone could come and study or work on their job. Very simple, just a few added decor pieces.
Yeah, looks great. So many people are working from home, so an office is always a great idea.
Absolutely.
Staging space, right? And we've got another.
So then we have this nice bathroom here, which we did not do too much in. Just hung some art and put up some decor. But I do love these natural wood floors. And it's a nice big
This is a
big bathroom.
I can get the whole thing in here. And then there's some little shelves over here for storage, which are fantastic. But the floor is great. Okay, let's head into the primary suite. So this is a space the homeowner told us some things that she liked that she wanted for this space. It was basically how it was staged when they purchased the home. She wanted it divided. She wanted like the bedroom to be separate and the living room to be separate. We decided to open it up and kind of do it all as one space because it feels bigger, grander. It feels really like a whole master primary retreat. So we've got the bedroom space over here with the bed welcoming us as we come into the room, right? We always want the furniture arranged in a way so that it greets you when you come into the space. So we've got a nice rug that kind of warms it up, grounds the bed, nice good size headboard, some pillows, art that matches beautifully. It just really is a great welcoming space. And this is only half of this room. So if we kind of go around the other way, we've got a nice little seating area. So bigger rug that matches the smaller one that's under the bed. They're identical. One's just a little bit bigger. We've got some plants, a couple of great art pieces, console table that shows where a great TV could be, but just a cozy place to kind of sit and snuggle before you go to bed, right? It's a great hangout space.
Okay, so real quickly, I thought I would mention as to why we chose the furniture that we did down here. The staircase is very tight and difficult to get much down. This couch is very small and works great going downstairs. It also kind of goes with the mid-century modern theme that we are working on upstairs and everywhere else. So we liked that it was not too light to disappear into the white walls, but a nice neutral brown, tweed, and on the smaller size, although it doesn't look that small.
No, that's great in space.
Yeah. We love bringing greenery in to bring life to the space. And again, we're showing where the TV could be hung if they chose to have a TV down here. So the homeowners specifically wanted a little staging out here on their back patio. It's a great covered patio. Here's the door. So we set a little kind of table and chairs set right here, and it is no longer there. We are not quite sure what happened to it. So unfortunately, things like that happen all the time, but they do have such a nice space for their fire pit area and some chairs over there. And hopefully we'll figure out what happened to my table and chairs before we leave today.
The trials of vacant staging.
That's right. Unfortunately, people have to be so nasty.
So tell us, you also had something else happen in one of your other
listings.
Tell
Yes.
everybody what happened.
I had another big house I recently staged, and there's been a squatter living in there. So he broke a door handle and has been able to get in and out every day for the last month and a half. And so hopefully now that's been taken care of.
I hope so. Yikes.
Let's take a look at our before and afters. Here's the beautiful after of our curb appeal before. And inside the living room while they were still moving out. And then it was empty and repainted. And with the beautiful furniture with the professional photos today are by, again, Ryan Shorney. Here's the bedroom. Empty. And the after. This is the office area. Storage space, really. But we turned it into an office area after it was empty. And now it's the office space. Here we've got that downstairs bathroom. And the after with some art and a shower curtain and a towel, right? All the things. This is the master retreat area. So it was a storage space. Then it was empty. It got repainted, new flooring, all the things. And the beautiful after.
Okay, so that was our tour of this cute little house.
Such a cute little house.
It turned out really great.
Yeah.
So vacant staging is not an exact science. It's design work, and you get a vision in your mind of what you want it to look like. You go through the process of selecting all the various pieces that you think could work in here, and then you go through and stage the space, and you hope that it works out the way you see it in your mind.
Right.
But
You hope your vision translates and that's what buyers are looking for. But
better said.
you have the experience to know what buyers are looking for. So
That's right.
you know they're going to like it.
That's
I mean,
right.
even with the paint color, like it's light, it's neutral, but it's still warm. And then we brought in the neutrals to go with that.
Right.
But we have some vibrant colors with the sofa, and like all of the things just really worked. You did a fantastic job picking out all of the furnishings on this one.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So this is a 30-day rental of the staging furniture. If for some reason it needed to go another month, our goal is always for it to sell the first month. But if one of the pieces of the three-legged stool are not there, as in location, price, marketing, if one of those is not there, it can drag on. But when you do all the right things, you bring in professional photography, you have staging and an agent who likes to do things the right way and host open houses and all that, it can sell in the first month.
For sure. Gary did a great job marketing this. Again, Gary
He did.
Bradler was the listing agent on this one.
That's
Ryan
right.
Shorty took the pictures, which we'll have kind of mixed in here, so you'll get to see some of the before and afters.
Yep.
And staging by Kandice Lee Designs with SLB Design Company, assisting on pulling things together. We had a great time. I'm
had a
so
great
glad
time.
we got to, like, as stager savvy, to
Right.
get to do something together, to collaborate. I mean, we're all about collaboration with all the other stagers we see. We're always talking about it. Kandice got to collaborate with another stager this
Yeah.
week, last week,
Last
whatever,
week,
very
yeah.
recently. So it's really just helping each other out and raising awareness for the staging industry. Like, we want everybody to know how important it is. And we just love helping sellers get the best price, sell in the least amount of time, and so they can
And move on.
to their next chapter, whatever that may be. So thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this one.
Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for our next podcast. Oh, we're thinking we're going to have an interview with a mortgage
That's right.
mortgage guy.
Broker?
Broker.
Mortgage broker. We'll have a mortgage broker on coming up soon. So that'll be good. Lots of good information. All the information that you need if you're selling. And you want to know all the things you have to do to get ready to sell, right? Whether staging, finding a loan, getting your real estate agent, like things to look for. Or if you're a real estate agent, hopefully you learn a little bit about the mortgage piece too, because I know there's always things to learn there. So hopefully that'll be good.
Right.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, and comment, like, share. That's what helps us keep doing what we're doing.
That's right. And also comment, let us know what you want to see in future episodes. We're always
Absolutely.
looking for ideas. We would love to hear from you what you want to know about. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, good stuff.
I think that was good.
Good stuff.
Thank you for listening to Stager Savvy, insider secrets to stage your home and sell it for more. We hope you've enjoyed our discussion on home staging and gained valuable insights that you can apply to your own real estate journey.
If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, or would like to learn more about our services, please feel free to visit our website, stagersavvy.com, or reach out to us directly at stagersavvy@gmail.com. We're always happy to help.
And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to stay up to date on the latest episodes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, and it helps us improve our content and reach more people.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.